Welcome to the Mount Rainier Open in the beautiful and damp Seattle. There's a lot to do here, and it's all just a short walk from our host club, the Washington Athletic Club. From Pike Street to the public market to the waterfront, this city is bustling with culture, and you don't want to miss it. We have a great tournament for you this weekend with 35 pros from 9 countries. And if you can't make it to Seattle this weekend, we're happy to share it with you on our broadcast. But make sure you make some plans for next year. We'll be back here in Seattle, and you can experience everything the city has to offer. Now remember, the WRT plays best 2 out of 3 games. The first 2 games go to 15, and the tiebreaker to 11 win by 1. So sit back, relax, and let's get this tournament started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for our next quarterfinal this evening? Or day, it's still day. Okay, so for those of you sitting in the stands, we want to encourage you to take out your cell phones and take some pictures, take some video, and throw it online with the hashtag WRT. Share with everybody what you're doing and that you're here to help grow the sport of racquetball, which I know you all love, right? Well, thanks for coming out to support the WRT. We're going to get this quarterfinal started right now. A young player here, he's 16 years old from Bellingham, Washington. He is the closest thing to a Seattletonian that we have here in the quarterfinals. Please welcome Jake Birnel. And he's going to be matched up against the number 4 seed, 25 years old from Stockton, California, David Bobby Horn. And our ref here today is Alejandro Almada. A little round of applause for him. Bobby, you're going to call the coin toss.
I'll serve.
Okay. Horn will start out serving. Oh, you have a ball. All right, here we go.
The 2015 WRT Mount Rainier Open, presenting sponsor Gearbox Racquetball. This tournament made possible by the Reaching Your Dream Foundation, OHE Painting and Wall Covering, and Ken Ruth with John L. Scott Real Estate. With special thanks to our host club, Washington Athletic Club.
All right. 0-0. Point.
All right, and that'll start off our quarterfinal here
1-0.
with David Bobby Horn serving against Jake Birnel.
Get ball. Point.
Now, Jake is one of the youngest players
2-0.
here. He's 16 years old, and 17 years old. And Wayne, you were telling me you've played against Jake, and you know him pretty well.
Right.
What's some insight you can offer about Jake?
We've played 2 or 3 times now. I think I'm actually 1-2 with him, so he's beat me more than I've beat him. but I mean, he's a fantastic player. He's had a pretty good tournament so far, kind of upsetting Anthony Herrera in the round of 16s.
That's right. That's what pushed him here through to the quarterfinals against Horn.
Man,
Nice shot. Side
Nice
out.
rip from Horn there in the back.
3-0.
score is 3-0.
Big start here for Horn.
Ooh, good get. Nice shot there from Jake.
Side out.
The crowd is definitely going to be on his side since he is from Washington.
Yeah.
0-3.
He's one of the natives here.
Wow.
Point.
Jake is now on the board.
Oh, short.
Short serve called.
Side out.
Bobby's already getting fired up.
3-1.
Wow.
Nice shot. Point.
That is very healthy, as I like to say.
4-1.
Ooh.
Skip ball. Side out.
Skip ball from Bobby. Jake back in the box.
1-4.
Nice shot there from Jake.
Nice shot for Jake. Crowd giving him some love. This should be a pretty fun game. You know, Bobby's one of the, I don't know, more fun players out there on the court. He's good sportsmanship.
Side out.
He's from the Stockton 209,
That's right. 209 boy.
or
4-2.
former Stockton 209 boy.
I think he resides now in closer to the East Bay.
Wow,
Nice shot.
that is
Point.
filthy.
5-2. Point.
This is Jake Birnel's first WRT event as well, and actually his first pro event too. So we're happy to welcome him here on the WRT to the quarterfinals.
Oh, wow, good rally we have here. Jake set up.
Big rally here in game one of our quarterfinal.
Jake gonna stop the momentum, take a timeout.
Score is 7-2.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take a timeout as well and take a word from our sponsors. I think we'll be right back. And we're back live here in game one of our quarterfinal between David Bobby Horn, who's there in the
7-2.
service box, and Jake Birnel, our Washington candidate here, who's playing his first WRT event.
Point.
Another good rally here between these two. That'll be a point for
8-2.
Horn.
Nice shot, good get though by Bobby.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh, two bounces.
Tough. That was
Point.
a tough rally here. So far, it's pretty early here in game
9-2.
one. We've already seen some great rallies. This is great matches here so far today at the quarterfinals.
Here we go. Nice shot.
Oh,
Skip ball there from Bobby.
Side Side
I think
out.
Jake just needs to shake his nerves a little bit. I think he's a little bit nervous. Playing a little, what would you call it?
A little timid, maybe?
Yeah, a little timid. There we
2-9.
go.
Oh. Second serve.
There we go. Smart shot.
Point.
All right. Another point for Birnel.
Mm-hmm.
So I was hearing earlier, too, he's a pretty gifted athlete. Not only does he play racquetball, but some colleges were looking at him for soccer. So it'll be interesting to see what his future is like here as an athlete. He's coming out strong as a racquetball player so far. He's 16 and playing, or sorry, excuse me, 17 and playing his first pro event.
9-3.
Wow. That is a great shot by Bobby.
Yeah, earlier when Bobby first started playing on the courts here, he was pretty pumped up because he likes it. And I know that he likes the courts here, and I know that that's usually an element,
10-3.
between traveling to all these different locations. Some walls are cement, some have side glass, so it's pretty interesting, the different dynamics here.
Side out.
Nice shot
we
from
go.
Birnel.
I'm a little bit one-sided here. I want Jake to win, but
Side out.
That's okay. You're allowed to have some allegiance here, I guess.
ooh, some soft hands.
Side out. 3-10.
3, 7, 10.
Ah,
Nice shot from Bobby in the back of the
Side out.
court. Just a little short there for Birnel.
10-3.
Kind of side out for side out here, stuck in game 1.
come on, Jake.
Point.
Skip for Birnel. There's a point for Horn.
11-3. Side out.
And a side out for Birnel. Let's see if he can get some more points here.
3-11.
Hopefully he's shaking off his nerves as he's in his first event here at the WRT.
Second serve.
Looks like he'll get a second serve.
Nice shot. Side out.
Nice confident shot there from Bobby in the back of the court.
11-3. Side out.
Nice side out for Birnel.
3-11.
Our referee for this match is Alejandro Almada, calling it from above. Oh, nice get. Oh,
Side
tough
out.
rally there. The last few matches that we've had here this morning, we see the more experienced player against the younger player. We have Bobby Horn, who's 25, been playing racquetball for a while now, and Birnel, who's 17. So
Point.
one thing we've noted is like the power versus, the power from the experienced players and being able to capitalize on those shots that are open for them. But I think this is a great opportunity for younger players to play against these experienced players and just kind of capitalize on that experience.
Skip ball. Side out.
Looks
Timeout.
like Birnel's going to go ahead and take a timeout.
3-12.
We're going to take a word from our sponsors, so keep it right here. We'll be right back after this.
And we're back live here in game one of our quarterfinal between Jake Birnel, who's in the service box, and Bobby Horn. Horn in the lead, Birnel serving.
Point.
There we go. Point for Jake.
Tough corner there for Bobby, and that's at least we got smiles all around out there too. They're having a good time here.
Skip
All
ball.
right. A little flash there from Birnel, and that's going to give him another point.
5-12.
Nice shot. There we go. Jake
Alright.
putting some points up.
Yeah, a couple points in a row for Birnel.
6-12. Side out.
Missed opportunity there for Birnel. Getting Bobby back in the
12-6.
box. 12 serving 6.
Point.
Smart shot from Bobby.
Thirteen 6.
Nice
Right
job
out.
by Birnel. Got Bobby running all over the court and calling things out. Giving him some
6-13.
props for that.
Oh. Second
Got a
serve.
second serve there.
Side out.
Nice shot there from Bobby. That's going to give him an opportunity here to
13-6.
potentially close out game one. Score is 13 serving 6.
Oh. Short serve.
Not in agreement with that call, but ref's calling a short serve.
Short serve. Skip ball.
And
Side
there's
out.
a side out for Birnel. Looks like he's going to keep holding on here in game one.
6-13.
Jake taking his time up in the box right now. Thinking about what he wants to serve. Smart.
Point.
Another point for Jake, making it 7 serving 13.
7-13.
Ooh, there we go.
Point.
All right, he's on a roll now. You know, as a younger player, what's kind of maybe going through Birnel's head when he gets out there on the court? You know, his first event, playing, you know, a more experienced player. What do you
13.
think? What do you think goes on in there?
I don't know. I think he's just trying to do as well as he can. You know, if he wins, he wins. But I think a lot of times it's about having a good showing. You know, you always want to. Sucks to get crushed. So just gave me
13-8.
the thumbs up. Good get.
Point.
I think he's just not making the right shot selection right now. He's setting Bobby up.
14-8.
He needs to stop pinching so much and go a lot more pass and make Bobby move around. There you go. Oh. Wow, good get.
Nice get.
Skip ball.
Side out.
Bobby missing that setup.
Jake taking his
Timeout.
last time out.
Score is 8.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that Jake is pretty
good with calling those timeouts. And we've talked a lot about, youth first experience here on the tour. And one of the foundations that's actually set up to help support young athletes who want to pursue their professional goals and dreams is the Reaching Your Dream Foundation. You guys can check them out at reachingyourdreamfoundation.com. And it's always up for donations. If you want to support the growth of racquetball, that's what they do. So go log on, check out the website, and learn about how you can help contribute to growing the sport of racquetball and helping these young athletes meet their goals of playing professionally. We were talking earlier about how expensive it is to be a player, so that's definitely something to take into account. And we do our best here at the WRT to help support that growth as well. Looks like these guys are ready to keep hacking away here in game one. We got Jake Birnel in the service box. He is our local Washington player.
8-14.
Nice shot.
Point.
Big rip there for
Yeah, it was.
Birnel.
That was a great shot.
Crowd
Bobby
loving it.
disagreeing though.
9-14.
You think it was a skip?
Yeah, he thought it skipped. That's a
skip
skip
ball.
right there.
Point.
And another skip from Bobby.
10-14.
Making it 10-14.
Yeah, Birnel just closing the gap here.
Point.
That's another good serve from Jake, forcing a skip from Bobby.
Yeah, I don't know what he did on that timeout, but it's working. He's got
Yeah.
a couple points here.
11-14.
He's within 3.
Oh, side out.
Side out.
All right,
Bobby
this
having match point.
game point.
14.
game
11.
Game point, his first one so far here.
Yep.
All right.
Game.
That was a nice shot. That means Bobby Horn's going to take the first game here of our quarterfinal match against Jake Birnel. We're going to go ahead and take a break, but we'll be right back with game 2. There's more racquetball to come, so keep it right here with the WRT.
That hamster boy sucks.
Yeah.
He hasn't even scored a point yet.
Yeah, I don't think I have a chance for that racket.
Oh, come on, you can get that.
No, you can't.
We gotta get him a gearbox racket.
Maybe we should shave it.
I don't think it's gonna like getting shaved.
Yeah, but then it'll go faster.
Yeah.
And we're back here at the start of game 2 of our quarterfinal match between David Bobby Horn and Jake Birnel. Bobby Horn taking game 1, 15-11. This is going to be an exciting game 2, and it'll wrap up our quarterfinals. And we'll move on to the semis later tonight. The winner of this match will continue on to face Alex Cardona at 6 p.m. But at 5 p.m., we have Bredenbeck versus Gutierrez.
Side out.
No, sick.
Side out for Bobby. And one of the things we've been showing in our video is we're basically in downtown Seattle here at the Washington Athletic Club. And it's just been a great experience. Seattle's a really cool city. This is my first time here, and I'm really excited because we get to come back next year. We'll be back for the Mount Rainier Open in 2016. So if you guys want to make your plans and come out,
Side
make
out.
a little vacation around the event, and check out Seattle. Pretty cool city. It's a side out for Birnel here in game 2.
0-0.
Score is still 0-0.
There we go. Smart racquetball. Perfect. That's the shot right there that he needs to be hitting if he's going to stay competitive in the second game.
1-0.
Yeah, he came back strong in game 1 and closed the gap to make it 11-15.
Lost.
He's coming out strong in game 2.
I think he will have a little bit of momentum because he was coming back at the end of game
0-1.
2. So I think that'll carry over into this one. Or game 1, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Point.
That's an ace serve for Bobby.
Oh, there we go.
1-1.
Woo!
Nice shot.
That is
Nice
nice.
Crowd likes it. Even
1-1.
Bobby likes it.
Mhm. Ooh, that is awfully healthy.
Another point for
2-1.
Birnel in the lead here in game 2.
Good get. Another.
Tough.
Side
Nice,
out.
nice movement there, but just didn't make it. The side out for Bobby
1-2.
Horn.
Short.
Good get. Ah. Jake getting
Point.
tangled up there with himself.
2-2.
There's a point for Horn. Ties it up in game 2 at 2-2.
2-2.
Looks like Bobby's going for a second ace there, but that's going to be a second serve instead. Oh, tough there in the corner. Just couldn't make it. Puts Bobby in the lead here in game 2.
3-2. Point.
Birnel getting a little frustrated out there. We haven't seen that yet from him in the
4-2.
match.
He's generally a pretty cool, calm, and collected player.
Short.
Woo! That was nice.
Although Birnel's shaking his head, I guess
Side out.
he's got to stay tough out there.
2-4.
Skip ball from Bobby.
Point.
That'll be a point for Birnel.
Jake likes those freebies.
3-4.
That's going to make it 3-4 here in game 2.
Side out. 4-3.
Right.
Jake just
Point.
missing his opportunity and setting Bobby up.
Timeout.
He's going to take a
Yeah.
timeout.
Looks like he's going to take that timeout, which I think he's been doing a good job so far this match. We're going to go ahead and take a break and hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
The 2015 WRT Mount Rainier Open, presenting sponsor Gearbox Racquetball. This tournament made possible by the Reaching Your Dream Foundation, OHE Painting and Wall Covering, and Ken Ruth with John L. Scott Real Estate. With special thanks to our host club, Washington Athletic Club. And we're back live here in game 2 of our quarterfinal match between Bobby Horn and Jake Birnel. So far it's been a pretty great competition, and now we have Bobby Horn serving, and he took game 1 15-11 after Birnel coming back on quite a run and carrying that momentum into game 2.
Good reach there for Bobby.
6-3.
Score is 6 serving 3. There we go. Using his lines well. Getting that side out.
What does that mean, using the lines? Like going down the line?
Down
you mean
the
like
line.
kind of playing the corners?
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Great serve.
Side out.
Bobby sitting on that one, putting it away.
6-3. Oh, short serve.
Sitting on that one.
All right, that's a nice point
Side
there
out.
for, excuse me, side out for Birnel.
3-6. Oh, short serve.
All right, checking out the ball, seeing if it's broken, but nope. It was a point, I believe, then for Birnel, or just a second serve?
Yep, second
Second
serve.
serve. Oh, nice get.
Nice shot there from
Point.
Jake.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by
4-6.
Bobby's play up there close to the. I feel like he didn't really capitalize on that and kind of set Birnel up a little bit.
Screen.
Ace serve for Birnel.
There's an ace for Birnel. No,
Oh.
screen.
Screen serve. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Point.
nice placement.
5-6.
Sets us up at 5 serve 6.
This is a much tighter game, too.
Side out.
Just short. I think Birnel's getting a little more
6-5.
comfortable out there. You know, maybe he shook off some of the nerves from game 1 and see how we can wrap up game 2 here and see if he can send it to tiebreaker. It's a little early to call that, but
Mm-hmm. It's a nice shot from Bobby. The splat.
7-5.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's a great shot.
Point.
Bobby kind of applauding himself on his own
Yeah.
shot.
I was going to say he was pretty happy
5.
with himself from that.
Ooh.
Point.
Unforced error.
Yeah, another point for Horn.
What does that make us at here?
It's tough down here. We don't have
9-5.
a good view of the score. I think he said 7-5? 8-5? 7-5. Oh. Skip for Horn.
Side out. 5-9. Oh, 2 bounces. Point.
Ooh.
Looks like they're looking to the ref. Ref calls 2 bounces.
Someone.
Crowd giving Bobby a
Reaching
hard
slow,
time,
Bobby.
saying Jake would have gotten it. Well, at least we know everybody's having a good
6-9.
time out there. It's lots of competition and fun here at the WRT, and we've been talking about how, you know, the WRT really gives some opportunities to younger players.
if you're 25, like Bobby Horn out there, right now you're considered the older and more experienced player. And so we have 17-year-old Jake
Hold it.
Birnel out there, and it's great that we
Little
can
over.
set them up with opportunities like this.
Bobby getting the replay. Good get.
Long rally.
Bunch of shooting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh.
There we go. The crowd likes that.
Point.
That's a nice point for Jake Birnel.
That put us here at 7-9.
Yeah.
7-9.
7-9,
Mhm.
correct.
9.
Wow. Good hands.
Shot. Point.
Birnel looking pretty comfortable out there. It's 2 in a row. And speaking of the youth on tour, on the mic with me is Wayne Antone. You're 16 years old, is that correct? This
Mhm.
is your first WRT event
8-9.
as well. And you're going to get your second one next
Oh,
weekend at the
short.
Pleasanton Open.
Yes.
Make sure you guys join us next weekend. We'll be broadcasting live the quarters, semis, and finals
Side out.
again. The side out for Bobby Horn.
9-8.
Big setup for Jake. And he capitalizes.
There's no court hinders.
Looks like
8-9. There's no court
I
hinders.
think Bobby's looking for the court hinder. We're just. There are court hinders.
Why didn't you stop it during the play?
Sorry, they're just having a little discrepancy over the rules if there's court hinders or not, and we do have court hinders here on the WRT. We replay them. We're just kind of going over that right now with the ref, and let's see what happens here.
Stop it for next time.
I'm not sure, but I would thought that the ref had to call the court hinder.
No, it was good for him. So 9-9.
Almada didn't see the court hinder, so I think it's going to be Jake's
It's
point.
not a replay. You didn't stop it.
I agree with his call.
All right,
9-9.
that's going to tie it up at 9-9.
Side out.
Bobby.
Yeah, he's going to answer back with say that's a little maybe karma for the rules or something, right? If he thought it was a hinder, you win the point.
Do you want to replay again, Bobby?
That's
9-9.
our ref, Almada, there, giving Bobby a hard time.
Good rally here.
Ooh,
Ooh.
right back to that corner.
Oh, I thought Jake could have got that one.
Point.
I'm not sure why he stopped.
Yeah, he seemed to stop.
Oh, they're going to replay it, I think.
Thank you. Replay.
They're going to replay.
9-9.
Bobby being a nice guy.
That's Bobby.
Trying to be too cute
Point.
there.
10-9.
Right, that puts Bobby in the lead now, 10-9.
Point.
Good serve there.
Another point makes it
An
11.
ace.
An ace for Bobby Horn. That's 2 so far in the
11-9.
match.
Skip ball.
Point.
Jake needing a timeout.
Yeah, looks like, oh, no, I
12-9.
thought he was going to take
Mhm.
it. That's 3 in a row here for Horn. Brings us to 12-9, I believe.
That's generally the rule of thumb there is like once you miss kind of 3 or 4 points in a row, it's kind of time for a timeout and regroup. But Jake is not going to do that. Bobby with a big
ball.
skip.
Side out.
All right, that's going to give Jake maybe the opportunity here he's looking for. That was 3 in a row from Horn, so let's see what Birnel can do in the service box to tie it up.
Screen.
Screen.
Yep. Second serve called.
Raise your hand.
Score is 9 serving 12.
Ooh.
Skip ball.
Another
Point.
skip for Bobby.
10-12.
Ooh.
Skip ball,
Bobby
point.
with 2 skips in a row there. The crowd giving Jake props.
Yeah, giving him some love here. It's their Washington player. I think Bellingham, Washington's about an hour and a half
11,
outside of Seattle. Is that
Mhm.
right?
Ooh, long serve.
Second serve.
Wow. Nice shot. Good rally.
Yeah, Bobby a little defensive right there.
Yep. That's the right shot there from Bobby.
Side out. Twelve 11.
It's a nice shot there from Jake.
Yeah, Bobby just couldn't get there, and again the crowd supporting Birnel there.
11-12.
Score is 11 serving 12. Screen serve will be a second serve.
Oh,
Little sloppy. Ooh. Good rally.
Yes.
Oh,
ref calls
bad.
2.
Bad
Point.
call.
Where's
Jake is definitely going to take it, though. So would I.
12-12.
Yeah, all tied up now at 12-12 in game 2.
Jake is feeling it.
Yeah, tension's a little high. Bobby Horn taking game 1 15-11.
I think
Now-
Bobby's getting a little nervous.
Yeah, Birnel's in a position where he could run away with game 2 here and send it to breaker. So go get a second serve.
Oh, good get. Oh, Bobby just getting it there. Wanting the replay. And they're going to get a
He's
replay.
gonna get it.
12-12.
Bobby hitting that out of the park.
Point.
There's a point for Birnel.
13-12.
Jake with the lead. Nice serve. Nice shot there from Bobby.
Skip ball.
Big side out. Now that's something that Bobby is really good at. It's
Wow.
coming from behind. Oh no, that's actually
calling
gonna
it a
go for
skip.
Birnel. It's okay. Bobby kind of thrives under pressure, so let's see what Birnel does
14-12.
here with his game point.
I'm calling breaker right after this point.
Yeah.
He's going to win this point right here. Oh, just kidding.
Side out.
Side out for Bobby. Now we've seen Bobby come back from behind before where it's the 12-14, so anything could happen here.
Jake's smiling. He knew that he had that right there. Bobby just seems to kind of be leaving stuff up. Giving Jake a lot of opportunities. Oh, and another good get. sending it.
Oh, what happened there? It must have hit something on the ceiling.
think
Can't
it-
see that.
It was out. The ball was out, I'm pretty sure.
Play over.
Oh, looks
Oh.
like they're going to get a replay.
It's a hinder.
Jake thinks it's out,
Yep, it's out. Everyone's saying it's out.
except for Bobby.
Still a
Yeah.
hinder. Nothing guarantees me that it was going out.
I think they're going to
Replay.
do the replay. Okay. Keeping that good sportsmanship alive out there on the
12-14.
court after that discrepancy. 12-14.
Good get. Ooh,
Could have hurt.
Bobby.
Skip
The
from
big skip.
Bobby. Puts Birnel in a situation now where
14-12.
he's at his second game point. If he wins this point, we're going to the breaker.
Oh, that's a
Second
big
serve.
screen. Will be a second serve.
Now the winner of this match will continue on tonight to play Alex Cardona at 6 p.m. in the semifinals. More big matches to come tonight.
Wow, good get there from Jake. Bobby just shooting away. Wow. Bobby.
rally. Ooh,
Ah.
wow. That was a big rally here at a second
12-14.
game point for Birnel, but Bobby getting the side out.
Oh,
And a
Point,
skip
timeout.
from
he's going to take a
Birnel.
timeout there.
Probably good.
13-14.
Score is 13-14. We're going to go ahead and take a break as well and take a word from our sponsor. We'll be right back. And we're back live here in game 2 where tensions are high. Score is 13 serving 14. The winner of this match will continue on tonight to play
13-14.
Alex Cardona in the semifinals at 6 p.m. And right before that, we'll have Bredenbeck versus Gutierrez. But first, let's see what happens in this quarterfinal.
An ace.
Wow.
Point.
That's the third ace for David in this match.
Bobby.
14-14.
Horn.
Oh, 2 aces.
Wow.
Match.
2 in a row. That means Bobby Horn takes this match. A great fight there from Jake Birnel. This was his first WRT event. Final scores there were 15-11, 15-13. That means David Bobby Horn will continue on to the semifinals tonight against Cardona at 6 p.m. But first at 5 p.m. we have Bredenbeck versus Gutierrez. I want to thank you all for watching and thank my co-host Wayne Antone for joining me on the mic today.
Thanks for having me.
So make sure you guys come back at 5 o'clock. We got lots more racquetball to come.